Hey guys, welcome back to the SensuPop channel. This week's deck profile actually took me 3 weeks to playtest this, featuring this particular leader. Now we got that thing clarified, let's talk about the deck. The reason why it took me so long to do this, because honestly this whole counterplay thing, it's very new, and this deck heavily dependent on counterplay, which is not exactly my style, so I do have to change it up and get to know how to play this to a certain level where I am comfortable with, alright? So without further ado, let's see each other after the short intro. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I do that, which way is which? Alright, so welcome back to the deck profile, welcome back from the intro. Let's go straight to talk about the deck, alright? This leader, it's a little different, yeah? So his ability is this. The good part about him is that on his front side, he's critical. So it really gives a lot of incentive for your opponent to try to hit you because he is actually critical, that they want you to flip it, yep? So take your time to flip it because 10k crit, unless you're playing against Shenrong leader, it's actually pretty good. So his ability is this: when this card is placed in its in the leader area, you pick one Dormant Legend from your deck and activate it. So you put it right there on your field, yep, and on the battle area. And what does Dormant Legend? Okay, let's focus on the leader first. Alright, let's do this. So when this card attacks, let me check. Okay, I am actually recording, that's good. Alright, so when it's 4 or less, you may draw one card, flip one of your energy to active mode. When this card attacks, you get to draw one card and activate battle once per turn. Activate battle doesn't need to be your turn, right? It just needs to be in your it just needs to be in your battle, it's in a battle phase, right, which is the step when you combo. Alright, so you choose one card from your hand and place it in the drop area, then you choose up to one of your opponent's battle card with 10k or less and KO it. Alright, so this is something that you want to do. He is pretty good with that. Alright, so what does Dormant Legend do? Dormant Legend, it's actually pretty good because when a card is added into your hands or placed in the drop area because of crit during your opponent. So whenever you take a damage or you do a damage to yourself, what you do is you place the top card of the deck under this card. It's really RNG over there, but however, it's pretty good for its effect. So if there are 3 or more cards under this card, you take this Dormant Legend, put it into drop area with the 3 cards, and what you're gonna do is you get to pick a red Broly. It has to be a red Broly. Red green is fine because red multicolor cards are both red and green, or both of the colors at the same time. You get to choose energy of 4 from your deck and play it, then shuffle your deck. So who are your target? Let's go with that first, ain't it? Okay, this is not your target because he's 2. This 2 are your target, but let's be real, there's one target here that you want. Most probably is this guy. Alright, he is a red Broly, pretty good because he is able to attack battle cards in active mode, 25k, and it comes out for no energy. The best part about him is actually his second auto skill, which is once per turn when your opponent activates a counter skill. So once per turn, your time, his time, if your opponent's activated, it deals 1 damage to them. Sorry, nose again. If you wonder why my nose is always like that, it's I just have hypersensitivity, and the weather is pretty cold right now in Munich. I think it's like 14 degrees. This is pretty nice right now. Yeah. So that's why I'm having all this problem. Yep. So when you attack and then your opponent's counter, he deals 1 damage. Pretty good, because this whole game is that you want to control, you want him to take damage at the expense of himself. So what do I mean by that? Alright, so for example, when he counters, he deals 1 damage to himself, right? When you tap 4, when you stack him out like 4 off, right? What's gonna happen here is that if you have 2 of this, when your opponent activates a counter play, counter battle or something, counter attack or something, they're gonna get 2 damage. So you could actually stack them together, which is pretty good. Didn't happen to me because I only play 1 Dominant Legend, and really tapping for 4, it's quite a lot in this deck because you want to keep your energy open. Even though you might not have counterplay in your hands, you want to keep your energy open to show your opponent that that they need to be careful however they want to play it. Alright, so let's talk about the other little Broly cards. Okay, this guy, it's your second target, but he is only okay. When you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle card and he gets minus 10k for the end of the battle. He comes in Arrival in red or green. The good part about him is this: if your opponent swings with something which is 30k, yep, you can after image it. After image you minus 10k, but after image does not negate the attack. It just gives your leader or the battle card that you choose an additional 40, right? Minus 10, then you get additional 40, and then you could combo with a green and red card. If you have these 2 cards in your battle area, that's good. Take it, combo with it, and then tap 1 red. This guy comes out, minus 10k, additional 10k from your opponent's 30k. Then your opponent is left with a 10k battle card. No matter how he combos, he is gonna sink in his heart. You know why? Because what's gonna happen is Broly reoccurring nightmare is gonna come, and then you just choose 1 card from your hands, puts it in your drop area, and bam, that guy, it's gone. So you can actually take out a 30k with just 1 life, 1 energy, and 1 card. Yep, so he is pretty good in that. And then he's on the board, right? When he's on the board, it's even funnier because when your opponent's combo, you may choose 1 card in your hands and place it in the drop area. If you do so, choose 1 card in your opponent's combo area and place it in your owner's drop area. So you take 1, you discard, excuse me, you discard 1, and then you take, excuse me, again, sorry for all the sickness, right? So the good part about this is this: it's against U6. You said, okay, you're taking 1 card from your hands and then you put it in the drop area. Why don't you use that card in combo? The good part is this: that U6, when they are trying to combo and bring out the 4-drop KO or 4-drop Caulifla, what you can do here is that if this guy is on the board, then maybe you should prioritize this guy over this guy. Because when this guy is on the board, what you can do is you can minus 10k, so you kill 1 of their Caulifla or their KO, which is good. Or the other thing is that when they combo and they try to, you know, after combo they evolve on top of it, this type of effect. So what you can do is you take 1 card, puts it in the drop area, then this guy. And then what you want to do with this guy is that you take their KO or their Caulifla 4-drop that they combo and you put it in the drop area, and after that they cannot evolve on top of it. Alright, so that is something that you might want to do. Alright, so I think this is self-explanatory. When you have a red and green card, when you combo with it, you can bring this card out and KO it and 4 or less. So this is basically an explosive Spirit Son Goku with 4 or less. Actually, I think I should bump this up to 3 and this is 2, because 4 or less, not too much. However, if it's 30k, this guy can actually bring it down, which is pretty good. Alright. So this guy itself, it's actually your energy, because he has the permanent that if there's a card that's both red and green, he does not have energy exhaust. So you could actually slap him down as an energy that is standing on your turn. So he's a pretty good card. I play 4 off. You could hard cast him because when you play him, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hands and places it in the drop area. So with that effect, it is actually pretty good. And Denial of Hope, which is a very good card right there and then. 20k, it's actually better than Preemptive Strike, because Preemptive Strike is 4 cores or more, right? 4 cores or less. However, usually 4 cores, it's around 20k, but there are cards that are 7 cores that are 10k. You know what we are talking about, right? So Denial of Hope actually has a bigger repertoire of things to take care of than Preemptive Strike. So this card with the artwork, it looks really amazing. Intensified Trunks, it helps you to self-awaken with the extra crit pressure, and when you take a life, you add a card, and so you actually accelerate your Dormant Legend out, right? So with this guy who is crit, this is crit, and with a Dormant Legend settle, and this guy comes out, your opponent cannot combo out of this. Not that combo out of it, they choose to either take a damage from counter, which is they counter, they take a life, and then they take and they have to take a life, and then they're wasting a card and to gain a card, and then lost one life, so which is pretty good. However, this is your green energy. Usually I play it as a green energy because if things are not happening, this guy can help you to self-awaken if you want to, but usually I don't do that. It's usually very fine unless you play against Shenron deck. Then they're not gonna hit you like Shangeta. They're not gonna hit you until you're supposed to die. Then maybe this is a good card for you to play. Alright, so let's talk about the max speed. Is a counter play for 2 energy, and it's usually a -15. Yep. Vegeta the Kuro is the more, for me, I think that's the better one in this deck, because we do have a synergy. The synergy is this. So when Vegeta Kuro comes out, you choose up to one of your opponent's battle card with 4 or less, and then you KO it. And the next turn, he is a 15k. Okay, he is a 15k, that's fine, but you tap 1 energy, discard a card, and then you evolve on top of this guy. Have you seen this guy before? He's from set 3, alright? So EX evolve, so you tap 1 green, evolve on top of green Vegeta with 3 or more, and then you place 1 card from your hands into a drop area. So what does he do? He is a double striker, but he has one of the best or the most unique, I think this is just his ability right now. There is no other cards in the game that has this ability, that when this guy deal damage, what you can do is, remember he is a double striker, 20k double striker, right? When this card deals damage, you may place 1 card from your hands in your drop area. If you do so, this card gains critical for the duration of the turn. That means this happens on the damage step, not your battle step, your damage step. So when your opponent chooses to take a damage, you take the damage, you place 1 card from your hands, activate this auto, and then the damage is a double strike crit. The good part about this is this: you swing at 20, leave it at 20. You know why? Because when you leave it at 20, your opponent really needs to think how to do this. Because if you have Broly on the board, Broly comes up with only 1 red and green, so you could just combo, so theoretically 3 energy if you want to, because if you want to be efficient with your card, use one of this guy's combo, and then tap 2, Broly comes out, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle card, ignoring barrier, and then get an additional -15k until the end of your opponent's turn. So the best part about this Broly is this particular ability. When your opponent combos, you may choose 1 card from your opponent's combo area, place it in the owner's drop area. If you do so, negate the skill for the duration of the turn. So you can do it your turn or your opponent's turn. If this guy is on the board, he is a 30k beat stick with a very powerful ability. Because when you swing with this guy, yeah, this is kind of 2 energy, right? When you swing with this guy, your opponent was like, then your 20k, their leader is 15, so they need 10k to take out. So if they put in a 10k, they tap 1 energy, puts in the 10k, then you activate his ability, take that one particular 10k and throw it out. Now he's back to 20. So your opponent, if this guy is on board, your opponent wants to do it 20. That is the number to get out of this damage. And if they don't do 20, which is a lot honestly, then they're gonna take the crit damage. So they need to think, in order to combo out of this, I would definitely recommend that you play this only after this guy comes out on the board. If they decided to do something like that, what they need to do is 20. So either they take a crit, double strike crit, or they have to use 2 cards from their hands. If there's super combos, they waste 2 super combos. They will use 2 super combos. If not, the best way is to deal with the double strike crit or lose a lot of cards in their hands. Pretty nasty interaction over there. Sorry about the nose again, Okay, the last card, let's talk about this. This is the last card. I think all of us knows this ability. If your opponent you have 5 energy open and your opponent has 2 life, then GG, it's finished. Because when you play this card comes out, take 2 of your opponent's life and just do 2 damage to them, and then done. Yep. Yes. So alright, so this is the deck. And I hope you like it. And then for me, honestly, I'm okay with this deck because it's not exactly my playstyle. I think a lot of times you see me being very positive, very happy about playing some decks. This is not a deck that I'm very happy playing about. I kind of prefer the old style deck where it is more battle card and interaction and maybe longer game. This is definitely gonna go the long game. However, it's still not my style because a lot of time it's all this counterplay and things like that. So the thing is, bring this guy out. It's controlling the board. Bring this guy out so that no one can counter this. Then bring this guy out so that your opponent has problems comboing. Then you can counterplay. Bring this guy out and make your opponent suffer until they die. Alright, so I hope you like this video, comment, subscribe, and if you guys want to get in contact with me, my Instagram link, it's below. Follow me on Instagram and send me a private message from there. If not, guys, see you guys in the next video. Alright, ciao, bye.